Hi, welcome to episode 4 of Just Talking with the Plants. I'm Mint.
And I'm Hibiscus.
And we have a very special guest with you today. We have Juicy, but the C is a Nintendo GameCube C-Stick.
Specifically.
The bloodleaf plant, also known as Irisine. We were looking up pronunciations right before this. Irisine herbacity. Irisine. Perfect. Shout outs to unnamed coworker and unnamed coworker's friend for helping me find out what plant this is. Both of them are plant moms. You know what? I just realized. No, I didn't. I've known all day. But it's June 1st, 2024, Saturday, 10 p.m. Happy Pride Month.
Happy Pride, you guys.
Shout outs to the gays. Oh, fuck. I forgot. Daffodil is not daffodil. And Daffodil very specifically told me what plant to use for daffodil. And I forgot what name that plant was. Shout outs to Daffodil.
So sorry.
Dude, speaking of the gays, Blue Lock.
Yeah.
My goat, my current favorite anime. It's a bunch of boys, if you've never seen or heard of Blue Lock, soccer or football. The most globally played and beloved sport, even though a lot of Westerners think it's really boring. In Japan, this fictional ass manga is like, dude, we're all shit, which is real. Japan is not the greatest. And they're like, how do we get them all good? And there's this psychopath, Jinpachi Ego. And he forces all 300 strikers, not midfielders, defenders, goalkeepers. He forces 300 strikers, the offensive role in football, soccer, into one little pentagonal building. And they're like, all right, y'all fuckers gotta lock the fuck in. I need you to not care about any of your teammates, care about yourself, only score your own goals, and one of you is going to become God and lead Japan to a World Cup victory. That's how much I'll say about it. There's a lot of boys, a lot of stuff going on there. And then I used to watch it all the time, read it religiously. I still do. New chapter dropped this morning. I was so happy. And then when Hibiscus and I started dating, I was watching at the gym.
Yeah, so from what I would see, watching on the treadmill usually, I'd be like, dude, this is gay.
This is the most fruity thing I've ever seen.
And he would always be like, no, it's
no, dude,
not.
You don't get it.
Yeah, you don't get it.
It's just Japan. You can't just call everything fruity gay. It's Japan, okay? Like. So
I sat down and I watched it.
We watched it. Or did you watch it on your own time?
No, I didn't.
Okay, well.
We watched it.
Yeah, we actually. I was surprised that she even wanted to, because I'm like, I don't want to force my interest down her throat, because it usually goes poorly. Never mind. So, we're Paper Mario. Blue Lock actually went really well, because she went out of her way. We were just doing other stuff. I'm like, what do you want to do? Like, what's up with that Blue Lock guy? I was so shocked. Like, okay, yeah. I watched some Blue Lock and watched, subbed all the full season. And I came in with an open mind. I was like, you know what? I'm always being Blue Lock isn't fruity deniers. I always see the memes of like the Blue Lock subreddit's a very gay place, but I thought they're just playing it up for memes.
And but it's also like that's real as fuck because it's just all these guys locked in to this fucking building.
You have to be the top scorer. You have to be like the top 1% to even have a day outside the stratum. Anyways, no, yeah, I was rewatching it. Some pretty fruity shit.
Yeah.
Like, there's a guy with his cock out in the first episode. Second episode?
I don't remember.
Your goat. Megadu Bachida?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that's our guy. Let me pull him up. There he is. Audio listeners, it's this femboy, fruity-looking dude with yellow eyes.
A pixie cut. But I'm not entirely sure. It's very short hair. And on the inside, it's like dyed. Either it's bleached or it's just dyed yellow. But I don't know.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. He's also a fucking psychopath. And that's kind of cool, low-key. He's down for anything. He's crazy. He's got that dog in him.
Right.
Shout out to the gays and shout out to Blue Lock. What inspired me to even bring that up is I saw this meme this morning. I like your gay pride shirt, and it's just a dude with a picture of Blue Lock on his shirt. So that's what we're working with here. Bless Blue Lock. Shout out to the movie. It's coming out soon. Oh my gosh, 27 days. Friday, June 28th. We're definitely going. It'll be a great time. I'll rock the Blue Lock merch. It'll be great. I actually have a Blue Lock shirt, so I'm a part of the gay pride movement. I'll be showing up to Blue Lock. So low key, when you don't want to out yourself, it's just.
Yeah, I got it as a present for him.
Thank you.
And
I'll be wearing it. It's cool. It's black.
No, yeah, but I remember I asked you like that I wanted to watch Blue Lock because I was like trying to do research into like getting you that shirt.
Oh, okay.
So I had no idea. I was like, well, I want
new lore dropped.
Like, yeah. So I wanted to know a little bit.
New. Oh my
so
gosh.
that's why. But that's a good decision. I like it.
All right. Well, we unfortunately did not have a podcast last week because Hibiscus was sick. But
I
you
was
know,
very sick.
we had some time to rest to ourselves. It was pretty great. And we came back swinging, feeling back better than we've ever been. We had a fun week together. And one of the fun things we did today was watch Jack Black and
Tenacious D.
Yeah, Tenacious D.
Pick of Destiny.
Yes, the Pick of Destiny.
From 06.
From 06. Wow. And it's a great film. I was surprised. I was such a hater in the first 1 minute because I'm not that big on musicals. I think they're whatever. I think there's better ways to tell a story. I think some of the choreography can be all samey and they're just kind of forcing it. But I was really surprised. I really liked this dumb stoner movie, Journey of the Hero type beat. It was a very pleasant watch. I was faking in the mind. I was like, oh, am I going to fucking hate the next hour and a half of my life? But no, it picked up.
The plot was very simple and it was just there was a lot of silly, fun moments in there. So it was really good.
Yeah, so in that first minute, it's Little Jack Black, and it's not Little Jack Black. It's his family, a Catholic family eating dinner.
Yeah. And
they are eating dinner, and then they're interrupted by
their disruptive little son.
Basically saying fuck, penis, rock and roll, fuck.
He's singing Kickapoo.
Oh, thank you, yes. You're familiar with the soundtrack. Before you even seen the movie.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. And you want to talk about the dad?
So the dad, he's had enough of his singing, his disrespectful, disobedient son. So he goes into his room, beats the crap out of him, all 1950s style. And then he starts tearing down all of his cool rocker posters. And by the end of it, the last poster that he tears down is Queen.
Queen's not even safe.
To which I was like, oh my god, no.
It's crazy. I thought a cool detail that was realistic of what people would just forget if they're tearing down a place is that little Jack Black's bedroom door was open. So then the poster behind the door was actually safe. So the last thing Jack Black does before running away from home is praying to, I forget. He has AC/DC and Queen and all those posters, all those rock stars.
I want to say Eddie Van Halen.
I think it was Eddie Van Halen. Yeah.
Was it?
I have no clue. I was trying to agree with you. But he's yo, please, rock gods, give me a fucking chance. Let me lock the fuck in.
Give me strength.
And then he jumps out the window.
He sneaks out.
Oh, dude. So we were actually watching this with Coral. Shout out to Coral.
Yeah.
Update on his whole wrist situation. Oh, why we brought up Coral at all is he said, I've never snuck out of my window like that. And it is on 2 stories, I get it, but that I still did it. What?
Yeah, me too.
So his wrist thing, I think it'll be okay. It's just kind of fucked. Not that his wrist, we have no clue how it got injured, but I've been thinking about the American healthcare system, not only because, I've been dealing with it more lately, because he had to deal with it. And also it's very topical because South Park recently posted a special called The End of Obesity. And there's this really cute little clip, 4 minutes, about Cartman and Kyle and Butters trying to navigate the American healthcare system.
Yeah, it's really
and
cute.
just you need to go to a doctor in network. You can go back to the ER. We need a second opinion. And it's just like, oh, this is real. It's like, no, you talk to the insurance company. And it's just so relatable. And it's so crazy. And then Coral's narrating it to us word for word. It was like, yeah, this was me at this place. I'm like, oh, wow, it's that accurate. It was like that relatable.
He was living it.
Yeah, poor guy. Hope that shit settles itself soon. And you can get some banging ass workers comp.
Yeah,
that'd be cool. Get paid out for just beating it, playing D&D, jorking it.
Yeah, definitely deserves it.
All right. Well, anyways, sorry about the intermission. We wished Coral well. We wish Coral well.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so he jumps up.
What?
They jump out, and then eventually we see older Jack Black in where?
Getting back to the movie. Jack Black is in Santa Monica, I guess. At one of the beaches.
Yeah, you can see like the people in the backgrounds, the rings.
And he's wearing this cool dragon shirt that I really like, but I guess would be considered like nerdy or something in the 06 era. But he meets up with Kyle Gass, who's playing...
Dang, we're fake fans. Himself, yeah. It's like the Seth Rogen, James Franco. It's like they have like this personified character themselves. I'm sure not like that in real life, but like they have a brand. Yeah. That's cool. Like Jack Black is Jack Black. He's him. He's him.
Yeah.
And then Kyle Gass is Kyle Gass, which I wasn't not familiar with. My like experience with Jack Black is like Nacho Libre, which had time committing. It was competing with Super Smash Bros. Melee and Ed, Edd n Eddy at the time, so I didn't get to see much of it. But he's a cool guy. Kung Fu Panda. You know, he's Bowser in the latest Mario movie. He's a pretty cool guy.
Was Nacho before or after Kung Fu Panda?
It was definitely before. It was definitely before. Panda was like, oh,
so I guess that was the intro to me as well then.
Okay.
To Jack Black. Because I didn't know who he was or anything at that point in time.
Yeah, so get Santa Monica, and then we see Kyle Gass' characters rocking out, begging for coins? Scraps, yeah.
Scraps, essentially.
He's playing off like, oh, I'm just a dude. I'm famous. I'm just doing some side research. His ass is not doing side research. He's also... I'm a hater. I guess both at this time, Jack Black and Kyle Gass took me as losers, kicked out of the house, not really knowing what to do, not no talent.
Because they don't have jobs, so they can't pay for it.
And he's like buzz off at first, but then they do like this cute little like classical music into rock X something duo
song. Kyle starts playing a symphony on his guitar, and then Jack Black goes in improvising a lot of the lyrics, which I thought was really cool. Like he was able to not only keep up but improvise.
But he's still like, nah, we're not a band, blah 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 blah, you're weird, I don't like you, this is my turf, get away from me.
Which is kind of like the normal person response to anyone that like would do that to you.
Yeah, what the heck? They're heckling you. It's like, okay, low key, you're mean, but like that's justifiable. It's like, why anyone stepping up to you like that? I saw a bunch of those people in Vegas, like fighting for crowd attention. It's tough, but it's not like he did have crowd attention. It was like 2 people.
Yeah, he just didn't want to share the glory or whatever.
All right, so Jack Black gets beaten up trying to sleep on a park bench by some mimes? What's going on there? It's a reference to another movie?
So Jack Black, he has nowhere to go, so he goes to one of the benches at the beach to sleep for the night. And then this crowd of guys, and it's referencing this movie, I forget the title of it, but it's the movie with these guys. They're in white suits.
With some masks?
I think it's in the UK. Yeah, they wear masks too. It's supposed to be like...
Is it not V for Vendetta? I don't
know.
Okay.
You can look it up. But...
Anyways, they beat him up. And then... one of the little cool pieces is like... Oh, you left your... KG... guitar pick, and that's my lucky pick, and we didn't know that was the pick he was talking about, and then they beat him up, and then
hold on. After they beat him up, Kyle pretends that he was the one that saved Jack Black.
Well, he only did that and got extra sympathy. One, beating up, sad, he's just a rocker. And he also sees the little pick he's holding on to while beating up. He's like, oh, I kept it. And he's like, all right. Oh, yeah, run away, guys. You didn't want none of that.
Yeah.
And then Jables, Jack Black, JB.
Jables.
Not Justin Bieber. Hibiscus did not appreciate my mention of that.
I was very upset.
Was like, oh my gosh, you're the GOAT. You're the GOAT. How could I ever repay you? Oh my gosh. And he's like, oh, we can work something out. And then they go back to the pad.
Kyle's pad.
Yeah, Kyle's pad. And it was just, it's really nice, really enough, near Santa Monica. It's not nice, but it's like, you know,
it's like standard.
You have an apartment. That's crazy.
Yeah.
In California.
Yeah.
Yeah, they run up and they're like, oh, you know, I'm super famous. I'm just chilling on the down low doing research in the Bay, or not the Bay, the SoCal. Hibiscus just killed a fly, and I thought it was very impressive.
You're welcome.
Like some assassin ass precision. They play some tunes. They say, oh, I know all these famous artists and blah, 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 blah. He's playing it up. And he's like, you're a loser, but you can be like me. You gotta grind it out.
Yeah.
And he's projecting hella hard. And then at some point during this little, oh, we're besties and roomies era, Jables discovers a check for $200 US, like, I love you, pumpkin. Something like that. It's like, whoa, what's that check from?
Yeah. And Kyle's like, oh, it's just from this song I wrote. That's the name, and it's very
I love you, pumpkin. It's the song, bro. You don't get it.
Yeah, so that's a royalties check, and Jack Black believes him.
He's like,
and
oh,
then they move on.
Yeah. At some point, like, Jables is doing all the chores, cleaning the house, doing everything. He's like, oh, he saved my life. He's doing all this rock stuff.
Yeah, he feels like he's
grinding coins on the street, getting $10 US to buy weed.
Yeah.
And also there's this. Is it not the same people? This is a different pizza place, but they go to a little trial concert, a little simulation concert.
Simulated concert where Kyle sets up all these people with paper plates and little, like, drawn on faces.
They're all pissed off or sad or bored.
And he has this, like, little rig system where he has, like, pulleys and bottles so he can just, like, smack one on Jack Black's fucking
they fall.
face.
And he's wearing a helmet and glass. I was confused why he looked all, like, derpy for a second. I'm like, oh, it all makes fucking sense. He's just torturing him. And they also have, like, a little cassette player.
Yeah,
little recordings,
arcade soundboard.
You're fucking ugly. Get off the stage. Sing something, loser. Boo.
Yeah, a bunch of that.
You'll never be good. Like, just crazy.
Just a bunch of stuff like that, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. What's even crazier is my favorite character of the movie, Lee, the pizza guy. He's cool. He's just a nice guy. He supported him in the first scene they met. And then he's also showing up to deliver pizza. And he's like, oh my gosh, concert sick. Can I join? Yo, half off the pizza. And he sits in. You know, Jables chokes it. He can't handle the...
Runs off the stage, cries,
he sees his dad, and bitches calling him a loser.
Yeah. It's very bad. But Kyle consoles him, and he's like, it's okay, don't worry. You're not supposed to, like, you know, make it on the first concert.
And then a voicemail hits.
Oh, right.
And the voicemail be saying, hey, Pumpkin, I love you. But this 15 years of I'm trying to become a rock star shit has not worked out.
Yeah.
It's time for you to get a real job or stop sending you money. Have to move back home, blah, blah, blah. And then, you know, he's exposed. Jables is like, you're fucking fake.
You're a phony.
Pulls down. Oh, yeah. This Kevin Gas guy has no fucking hair. But we didn't know that for a while because he had, like, a wig on. It was curly hair, which I didn't understand. And he's like, you're cringe, I hate you.
You're fake, you're phony.
Yeah.
But I wish I'd never laid eyes on you.
Yeah. And he's just like, you're stupid. You spent your last rent check. Oh yeah, you dumb fuck. What'd you spend it on? After he broke his guitar 30 seconds ago.
Yeah, Jables broke his guitar.
Yeah, after failing the concert, he comes out with a little case.
Kyle. Yeah.
Kyle puts in the case and Taylor's like, that's for you. That's for you.
I spent it on this.
He didn't say anything. He just puts it there.
Oh, yeah.
That's for you. And then he like packs up his shit and he sees the most legendary guitar with like some yin yang, some cross, some...
a bunch of symbols.
Yeah, religion symbols. And then at the top, it's like rock and roll.
There's also like
a tier list.
What is it? E equals MC squared.
Yeah, science.
That's in there too.
It's high on the tier list for things to worship or believe in.
I don't know. But.
And then they start fighting and they make up. And then I was like, dude, they forgot about the Lee guy, the pizza man. I think he just left at some point. They didn't. He was just sitting in the background looking the whole time.
The whole time just watching.
And then I wasn't a big fan, but I thought it was cute. They're like, we're locking the fuck in. We're gonna make a great band, and we're gonna be called.
We're gonna pay the rent.
To knock,
it's the new quest.
We're gonna get paid.
We're gonna pay the rent.
To knock, is that what they call it? That's what we call our band. He's like, I don't understand. I've always had this butt tattoo, and it said to knock, and he's like, that's for the name of our band. He's like. Kyle's like, oh, I have a butt tattoo too, and he pulls it down and says Tenacious D. So they fuse together their butts. They're Tenacious D. Wow,
fun.
So after their grinding out session, they head to an open mic night.
Yeah, I forgot what the place was called.
Me neither, but
okay.
At some point they have like this like. The legend of Tenacious D, and I wasn't actually too fucked about the music. I think maybe it was intentional, maybe it wasn't.
I actually liked it, but
okay, I'm just a hater. And they do like some ye olde like there once was a fucking
Quest for Camelot kind of vibes.
I think maybe I'm misinterpreting. I thought it was like not the best on purpose to show progression throughout the series, the movie. Sorry.
I think that is what it was.
And then the MC who introduced them is like, yeah, your ass is not winning the open mic night. I mean, you could. There's stiff competition. Like, you'd have to get some new material.
Yeah.
And then they have, like, this anime training arc. They're like, what do these AC/DC and Queen and they all have that we don't?
And Kyle, because they're looking at all these magazines, and Kyle points out that they're all using the same pick. The Peak of Destiny.
There's no way his ass noticed that, but there's got to be like a thing they're grinding towards.
Yeah, because
there's a tiny little clip in the magazine.
There's no way he saw that. It's so tiny, and he like gets it in a fraction of a second. There's no way, but that was just a little nitpick I had.
That's fine. And they're like, oh, let's just go to a guitar store and buy one of these, dude. Maybe they know something that we don't.
Yeah.
So he asks Nightmare Museum was.
Nightmare Museum.
Shut up. Dude. Ben Stiller, the museum movie. Night at the Museum, okay? He's the cashier, and they're like, yo, you ever seen this? Like, where do you get these guitar picks?
Yeah, they're asking about
it. How the fuck do you know about that?
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up real quick. Get back here.
Yeah.
And he's like, dude, that is the guy. That's the most legendary pick. It's the devil's tooth. Anyone uses it has awesome magical powers.
He leads them into this little like
storage closet.
Yeah, so they can talk privately. And he has this like little lighter, but it's kind of
they turn on the lights like, oh my god, shut up. He tells a story about the lore of the pick, the guitar pick. It's originally one of the tooth of Satan's when he got 1v1'd and lost. And then I guess people throughout history has been using it, and especially in the American Northwest in the past few millennia. And then they say, dude, this shit's difficult. And I went to Italy. Where's Latin? I have no clue. He traveled across the world and learned Latin just to translate ancient texts.
Yeah, Ben Stiller learned Latin.
My favorite jokes was the film was like, dude, I learned Latin for this, bro. He's like, why don't you just get a translator and let them know too? Like, I just like, I thought it was a dumb little throwaway, but that's real. Yeah, I was like, why would I have my invaders know what I'm learning? Or sorry, my conspirators.
So he tells them, yeah, the pick is at the
Rock and Roll
Museum.
Rock Museum Hall of Fame. Museum.
And so they... Is that when they get to the diner?
No, they gotta steal a car first for my goat.
Oh, yeah. Well, they don't steal it. They don't steal it. They ask him if they can take his car, and he willingly says yes.
But he needs it for work.
I know.
And it's a cool car. And
I know.
he's a pizza driver.
Yeah.
And he's also a driving instructor.
On the side.
Yeah, he needs money. He can barely pay his rent and needs a second break. Anywho, they yoink this guy's car, let him say, "Oh, there's a producer in Sacramento. We have a meeting tomorrow, bro. We gotta get there." And he's like,
I think they say like tonight. Like
oh my god, is that even physically possible? Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a few hours, 6 hour drive. Yeah. So they get eventually to a diner. Jackie Black gets some Z's, some Mimis in the car, and they're at a diner and they're debriefing. It's like, oh, how do we do this? How do we steal? And
Kyle gets distracted by
some hoes, sorority bitches.
And he's like, hold up, let me go talk to these baddies.
Wait a minute here.
Yeah. And so he goes over there, they get split up, and Jables is still at the counter.
He takes a shit at some point, yeah.
He's devising a plan. And then this guy comes in, which I assume is like this homeless guy, and he's like after the pick too, and he's like, he gets real close to Jables, and he's just like, it's very kind of tense and uncomfortable. And then that's when Jack Black, he goes back into the bathroom to take a massive shit. And that guy follows him in, and he's all like, I know what you're after, the pick of destiny. And he like explains this whole like, you know, how to get in there, and then he's also been trying to get
cut up by lasers.
Yeah, he's explaining all of this, and then he just like dips before Jack Black can like.
He has to wipe. He's like, hold on, I have to wipe my ass. And he comes out. He's like, where are you, mystery homeless man?
It was like 2 little like quick wipes, and he got out.
So, you know, why are you saying Kevin? Kyle betrays Jables, Jack Black, and he's like, dude, these hoes, they're gonna let us host a gig, and we shouldn't rely on he's trying to make it all wholesome. He's like, we shouldn't have to rely on some tool to get good. We can rock on our own. But he's saying it for the wrong reasons.
No, he's saying maybe we should like focus less on this demon pick and more like on our songwriting.
That's fine. That's fine. That's great. But he's saying it for the wrong ass reasons. Yeah. He's saying is like he's just fucking horny and just wants to get some
like really fucking funny.
Oh my gosh. And then they eventually go to this. Well, that's not true.
Jables, he
gets ditched. He walks out. He leaves. He's like, we're splitting up. And then Kyle and all the hoes, they leave to the sorority party. And then in frustration, Jables throws a rock? A rock.
Yeah, it's a rock.
And perfectly aimbot hits the back taillight, the backlight taillight. I'm like, that's gotta be relevant.
That accuracy was at 100.
Bro, I'm like, there's no way you specifically hit the taillight. So I was like bracing for it the entire rest of the movie.
He rolled a 20.
Such a hater. Such a hater. Anyways, no, he does shrooms. They both do their own things. It goes horribly at the sorority party. They don't like him. He's not a real rock star. He lied to them. They go home. They meet up to steal this pick at the museum. They get back together. The band's back together. Oh my god.
What?
Boner push-up.
Oh yeah. Earlier in the training montage, there's this exercise like Kyle has Jack Black do, which is like a boner push-up. You must be able to lift your full body weight solely on the power of
Is it a cock push-up? Dick push-up? What do you call it?
I think it was boner push-up.
Okay, boner push-up?
I think so.
That's crazy.
But I thought it was so fucking funny.
And like the triumph, like the, you know, you show a shotgun in the first act, you finish and shoot in the third act was like, oh, I did the backflip through all these lasers trying to steal the pick, the security, we got through it all, but I can't hit this button in front of me because my arms can't move and I'm stuck. And
He's in
like,
this weird position.
remember your training. And they hit the disable all the lasers buttons.
With his
not they, just fucking Jables. Kyle's just sitting there fucking jerking it while he's doing all the work.
He's encouraging Jack Black.
Yeah.
Jack Black, he whips it out.
He locks in.
And he pushes that button.
Disables the lasers. They're running from security. And the only way to get through the closing sliding metal door is, you guessed it, power slide. They get out. They see that homeless dude got it cut up and he's disabled. And they're like, dang, you're not even a threat at all. And they kind of just walk away.
Because he can't walk properly.
And then the police get him.
He has a knife.
And they blame that guy for everything.
Yeah.
And the heist is great. And I'm so happy. I'm like, wow, this is probably a feel-good movie. And I was saying the entire time, I hope Kevin doesn't get grimed. I hope everything works out. Not Kevin. Not Kyle. Lee. I hope everything works out for Pizza Guy Lee. I hope everything works out for Lee.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, the tail light. And everything looks great. You see the back view mirror, like some iCarly shit, some Seinfeld shit. You see the back scrolling on the freeway. And then a cop is there. And I'm like, God dang it. Like, just play it cool. Their asses do not play it cool.
Well, Kyle, he speeds off. Jack Black is like, no, don't do that. What are you doing? Which I agree. What is he doing? God,
bro's throwing.
But Kyle just takes off in this chase.
Lee's on TV seeing this car chase happen, like live on air. He's like, that looks like my car. He's like, hey guys, how's it going?
He decides to pick up the phone and call them. Oh my
God. And he's still so blissfully unaware. He hears car crashes and screaming and tires screeching. Is like, well, get home safe. See you soon.
I don't think he fully believes it.
I know, but
it's okay.
That's fine. I still don't think he put all the pieces together though.
Yeah.
He's like, So, I thought it was cool. It's not easy to remove a pothole from the sewer, but they escape. They crash the car. They go down the sewers and go to the open mic night, and then I guess they're blinded by hatred. They finally have the pick. They're all excited. They're going to play the open mic and win.
Yeah.
I don't know how much money you expect to win from an open mic night. Not enough rent money. That's crazy.
Well, we don't know.
We don't know. They never show us. They didn't even went inside.
Yeah.
They did go inside, but we didn't see the camera go inside or nothing.
Yeah.
So the MC, the cool guy, is like, oh, you should get your new material. You should get better. They see them both fight over the pick of destiny because it's making them better and feel like the high praises, like Lord of the Rings kind of thing.
Yeah.
And they break it. They fucking break it.
Yeah.
And then it turns out, dun dun dun.
Well, the guy, I guess it's foreshadowed because the guy has a little speech about, there's a little devil in all of us, that little voice that tells us whenever we see a person we don't like fuck you. It's there, there's a little bit in all of us. Which I thought was really cute
and
endearing.
Is the devil.
But, so Kyle and Jack Black, they walk away, and then that guy, he grabs the pick, and it turns out he is the devil, and that's his missing piece, so he can become complete again.
The devil.
And then Jack Black and Kyle, they come out after a while, after realizing hey, maybe
we
the
can
pig
use
still
one
has
half,
some
half
juice
meat.
in it. We just kind of fucked off.
But it's too late. Full Super Saiyan devil mode, and they're gonna just kill him and send him to hell. And wait a second, I challenge you to a rock off. And they have this
he
cute
cannot deny because of the demon code.
Yeah. Like Dob Rules from Fairly Odd Parents.
Yeah.
And it was a really cool finale. I liked it. And then I had no idea one of the songs dun, 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 and I'm trying to throw doors down. I didn't know that was from there. I've seen so many parodies and twists on it. But it's from this movie. That's cool.
Actually, I heard that song way before I knew about this movie, which I thought was kind of trippy because that song is kind of integral to that movie.
Yeah. I think another funny part of that scene is what do you get if I win? You go back to hell and you pay our rent. He didn't specify for a month, forever. Such a weird ass man. You're the devil. Ask for some more. Just ask for the cash up front. He didn't really think that far.
He's not a thinker. He's
and then he also offered Kyle up. Was like, yeah, he can be your sex slave. He's like, whoa, what? Trust me, Kyle. This is the only way.
This is the only way.
And
It's
then
so crazy.
Coral and Hibiscus knew all the fucking lyrics to the finale, and I thought that was cool. I'm like whatever about it. It was cool, but I have many like blatant thoughts. Anything about the finale?
You gotta listen to that song that they were talking about at the end credits, where they're like, "Damn, I don't remember that song we played with the devil."
Yeah.
So then they decide to write this other song, which I'll show you later, but it's called Tribute.
Okay. Dude, and then I was so sad, and I was thinking the entire rest of the movie, like, what happened to Lee, the pizza guy? Justice for Lee.
No resolve.
Not resolved at all. And then the credits happened, and then, oh my god, post-credit scene? Marvel hasn't ruined all of cinema yet. They're kind of cool still. And then it's them just sitting, recording, and they just fart in the fucking mic at some point. Like, how do you know it's a masterpiece? Whatever. It wasn't Kyle. And you know what? As brief and as whatever it made it sound the movie sound, I had a great time. I give it a solid, like, 7, 6, 8. Great time. Great time.
7.
Good stoner movie. Yeah, and then right after that, no lube, nuts to butts action. Coral hosts D&D, Dungeons and Dragons, for us.
Which was my first time.
Yeah, have you never played?
I've never done anything like
I
that
have
before.
played, but I'm a hater. I try to have fun, but we'll get into why very soon.
We'll get into it. But this was my first time, and I was very excited. I got very close to playing this one time, but I only got as far as making a character. And even then, it wasn't really, like, stats-based. It was just like, oh, I drew this
little guy.
This little guy. Yeah, like, that's my D&D character. So, but that little guy has been lost to time.
Sorry.
R.I.P. Chippy.
Chippy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe you can like reincarnate or reboot that guy if you want.
Maybe.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Okay, so for context, I'm a D&D certified hater. I've tried so many times. I've tried to get benefit of the doubt. I'm like, why is all my things tied behind RNG? You know, like sometimes talking to every single NPC in the room, it kind of gets a little slow paced. It is what you make of it. It's my brother in Christ, you made the sandwich. If you're a boring person, it's going to be a boring game.
Subway coded.
Yeah, so I think it was cool that we have Coral on the case as our DM, our dungeon master per se, like, kind of like the narrator, doing all the stats and the characters and things. He's a great guy. He's a fun guy. And I'm like, well, I still got bored last time we played, and I got unlucky, and I was sad. So I'm like, I'm obviously biased. I like Genshin Impact for phone, PlayStation 5, 4, and your computer. So I'm like, what if you just Genshin it? He was already in the works of making a whole Genshin thing. I can pull that up. It's really well made. I'm surprised. This is what happens when you break your fucking wrist. Oh, bro made an entire fucking Genshin D&D like format. And it's really well made with the font and all the charts and things. I don't know if there's like a template, but still putting on those photos here. It looks great. Link in the description. For those not familiar with Genshin, there's 7 elements. I'll say them like to plain speak first.
What were you saying?
No, that's cool. So there's wind and fire and rock and grass and electricity and ice. Did I miss any?
I don't think so. I was the electric element.
Yes. And I was fire. And you also play electric with a sword?
Yeah, sword.
Like this Kuching bitch on screen. She's a little cat girl, purple girl.
Yep.
She's cool. I didn't try to do this intentionally. I just I don't like any other element. I'm a Geo hater. I'm a Dendro hater. And then I guess I wanted my initial fantasy was either being a guy who digs in the ground. Maybe I'll try rock. But it's like, no, there's nothing like that. Alright, it's fine. I guess I'll be an assassin that gets close. There's nothing like that. Alright, I'll just be the fucking spear person with fire, which is Songling is one of my favorite characters.
Do you want to show your little guy?
Yeah. Hibiscus was nice enough to make little guys for us. This is...
Do you want to full screen it?
Oh, shit. Yeah, that makes sense. E like the number 1 in Chinese. There you go. He's cool. Just a little guy. Lighting. Come on, man. There you
go. Mint asked me to draw him his little character, and that's what I came up with.
The lighting is bad and it's not focusing, but the words say sac polearm because sac standing for sacrificial. In Genshin, the sacrificial weapons, if you use them, you get another use of your skill. Very comfortable weapon.
Do you want to show my character really quick?
We got Hibiscus's guy.
Jorgen von Millie.
Jorgen von Millie.
An Inazuma native.
Yes. They also use a royal longsword. That's correct.
Yeah.
And it was fun. I think for a little tutorial, one shot is what they're called, I guess. Like a one-off episode playthrough. Coral was very helpful.
Yeah, because I don't know, I didn't want to commit to like a long time because it's like, oh, what if I hate it?
Yeah.
You know? So I didn't want to get stuck in that. So I wanted a little taste.
Yeah. So the story is we were set in Inazuma, which for non-Genshin players is just fantasy Japan. And it's all purple coated. And it's fun. And I'm trying to think. My lore is I'm just a girl in the world. No, I'm just a little miner boy in Liyue, which is China. Liyue, I can't say it. But China, where I'm mining rocks, and the genocide order, the Sakoku decree is stopped. And I can start mining rocks, and then I guess Millie is a drunken healer priestess girly. She's done with her healing life, and she's just hanging out. Yeah, we're all doing jobs for the Adventurers Guild because we're broke and we're trying to pay rent.
Yeah, just
trying to get paid.
Jobs.
We just came off of Tenacious D, so we're just trying to like. I'm sure that would influence our decision of how our characters are motivated.
Yeah.
So for the one shot, I guess we're trying to pay rent, so we get a commission from the Adventurers Guild from Catherine Abastrosk. To the abyss, into the skies, I think it stands for. And it's like this little kid. He's like, oh, I went to the Narukami shrine and poured one of those fortunes. And I had the best one, top one, like, you'll have the best life ever fortune.
Yeah, something crazy.
And then I guess he was so happy he ran down the shrine, all down the mountain. The nurse is like, you're supposed to post that shit. Bro hates having good luck.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And at the bottom he gets mugged by question mark people.
Yeah.
And
person of interest.
Yeah. So we spend half of our time just trying to like figure out what the fuck is going on. We go up there, we mug some food.
We ask around, we steal some food.
We say hi to the bitches, we get a fortune. I get like, it'll be a bad day, but it'll get better. Hibiscus gets, you're gonna fucking die. Something horrible. What did it say? It was like
the worst. It was like a
bottom one fortune. Oh my gosh.
And I really wanted to go down the route like let's
just give it
trick
to the
this
kid.
fucking guy.
That's not how that works. That's not how that works. We're not getting paid that way. It's not gonna work.
Well, I wanted it to work that way.
Oh my god.
But it didn't. We didn't do that.
Yeah, so eventually you find out there's this former Inazuma criminal named Zulo the Swift, because he like used to run through the bazaar and just steal shit or hurt people. But he's like an old dude, eye patch, like whatever now. He's like harmless, but like we were so I was frustrated because I worked all day. I'm just tired. We're just talking to people. I want to kill someone. So I don't want to be like, haha, I'm funny. I kill everyone. I'm the bad guy. I wasn't trying to do that. I was just kind of in a rush. Not in a rush, but like just want to get this thing moving.
Yeah.
I got the vibe. You just want to kill.
I just wanted to start some shit.
Yeah.
I wanted to,
if there was a way to say, hey, give me the info, I'll go fight a boss. But like, no. Eventually we just like fucking mug him. I think like we trade money for gold for his like whatever's in the pouch. Like, what if he's hiding something?
Yeah.
It was just 4 strands of wheat. I feel bad. We just hit an innocent man. And we just shock him.
But then I was like, well, we can't.
We can't let him live and tell everyone that we're assholes.
Yeah.
We're complicit.
So.
And I think he had a different story in mind for us, too. We just went the wrong route. We just...
we picked
There's
wrong.
commotion, and he's like, oh, fuck, okay, I guess you're fighting him. And I didn't expect any...
I didn't think he expected us to
go for
the kill. He wanted
No, not even the kill. Even attacking this poor defenseless dude.
Yeah.
It was not in the cards for us. And then when we fail to steal his bag from him, we're like, all right, well, now we're just going to kill you.
Yeah.
So we knock him out. We get the info threatening his life because, when your life is threatened, you're going to tell us all the info. And then we still kill him.
Yeah.
I throw him in the ocean. He's rotting faster in there. I roll at 11. I remember because this entire time I'm rolling 1, 1, 1, 2, 5, 8. It's been a bad day. And then... Oh, sorry. The little boy... who needs his fortune is named Little Kazi. I'm like a rapper.
Little Kaz.
Little Kaz. Oh, dude. Sorry. Huge, massive tangent. If you can make it this far. Shout outs to Chomp. She's on set sleeping. She's really cute. We told her, Chomp, get off the set. We're about to record. And she's like... She's sleeping, so we couldn't really do much. But
Eepy baby.
Eepy baby Chomp. Yeah, we eventually find out, like, we go to South Beach and we kill some mini dude, and then we just kind of kill him. We didn't have to do that. I think he actually gave us all the information we needed. I'm like, well, does killing him give us an extra, like, energy particle for my skills? He's like,
well, first of all, we ambushed this man.
Oh, and we made it sound like we had an army from above, too. And he's like, oh, shit, okay, but...
We intimidated
him.
We
jump off the fucking mountain, which is called, like, a plunge attack, when you, like, hit down with your weapon, and that was pretty cool. I'm glad we did that. That was a cool little tactic engage we did. Yeah, we kill him, and then we don't have any names. We have unnamed samurai.
You know what? It doesn't
Crony.
matter.
That's
He wasn't important.
I have no enemies. And then
so we get the info, and I guess we go up this mountain.
Yeah.
In order to reach the guy that has the slip of Little Kaz. So
it was like 100 meters away. It was still on the beach.
Oh. Okay.
We're fighting on a beach near a tent. It's crazy.
Well, we find our man.
Yeah.
And he has commence battle.
And shout outs to Hibiscus and Millie for carrying my ass, but like I want to argue it's not my fucking fault. This game just doesn't want me to have fun. Having every single interaction I do tied behind RNG when I'm rolling 1 on 1 on 1. I'm not exaggerating. We got Coral will defend me and testify court of law. I'm rolling ones. We had a duality of man moment because in a Dungeons and Dragons dice, one of them is called a D20, a dice with 20 sides. And I rolled bottom 1, and then Hibiscus rips top 20, natural 20, top best result. I'm like... This has to mean something. This cannot be real.
The duality of man.
Oh my gosh. I must have rolled at least, like, I'm not joking, like 15 ones. Maybe more.
Yeah. So I was doing the bulk of...
Oh, and by the way, 1 in Dungeons and Dragons out of 20 is the worst option. Like, if you want to shake hands with someone and you roll a nat 1, it'll be like you dislocate your wrist somehow. Like, it's just the most fucked up, horrible outcomes happen to you. It didn't help that I didn't really care for building, and then we both kind of had bad builds with horrible health and good, like, dodging and attack stats, and she had good Riz strats.
I had Riz.
And street smarts. Oh my gosh. So in the final boss fight, I, like, do my ultimate skill and miss twice, and I'm just like, by 1, I'm like, I can't anymore. Like, what's the point?
I missed my full burst, which I was very
And it was even worse because I even knocked the guy down. It was also by 1 point. It's like... And... I die, and then Hibiscus ignores my death, which was actually the play, which we didn't secretly know.
I didn't ignore your death.
Yeah? You didn't ignore my death?
I didn't ignore it. I just thought it would be more, like, efficient if I went for the kill first, and then, you know.
It's a 2v1 boss. Okay, whatever. It turns out after that attack, it was optimal that she healed me because they were charging up an attack. And if she tried attacking again... They would have parried. But we heal up. We have a lot of close calls. We come out on top. But I don't even know if that's true. Because I remember it's like, you're dead, and I'm the only one alive. And then I just need to hit one shot. I need to hit 12.
Yeah.
And I hit 11. Something ridiculously sad. I'm so sad, and I just need to. And then I rolled. No, I don't roll a 11. I roll a 2. I roll a 2. And then they say, "Oh, you know what? I just want you to have fun." I can hear him in his head. He's like, "Oh, roll a dexterity save." I'm like, "Fuck you."
Yeah.
And if I miss this, it's really over for sure. And I hit like a 18. I'm like, "We're so back." And I dodge all these attacks, and then, of course, I don't roll an 18. I think I do roll an 18. It's like it's such a dry spell of rolls like 10, 10. Sorry, no, 10, 5, 5, 4, 7, 6, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. And then, of course, Hibiscus rips a natural 19.
Natural.
A natural is without modifiers. There's no like stats boosting or anything like that. So she gets back up. Who does the final blow? Who kills him? I think I do with just a dumb fire thing and they turn into ash.
Yeah, I think you... Yeah,
I finally hit a hit.
Yeah.
And it was like anticlimactic because we just kept missing like 5 times in a row. Yeah. And then we get paid out. No, we don't know where it's from. We get 100k gold, Mora. And we have a wholesome little thing.
Because I'm lucky, I get like plus whatever money.
We give little Kazi his little strip of paper, and he's like, "I'm gonna be lucky." We grow him up the shrine. He throws the paper into the shrine box. He has a great day. We get paid out. We pay rent, but we don't pay rent because Catherine, this bitch robot's like, "Sorry, you're late by a minute." I'm like, "Fuck you!" And then
so we were late.
And then Hibiscus rizzes her up.
Yeah, so I rizzed her up, and we got it in. We got that quest fulfilled.
Yeah, and then the end, and then I guess bless Coral. He's gonna run more of these, and he just loves Genshin and D&D. He's gonna have a fun time. What do you think? I want to get more of your thoughts. Sorry, I just speak on the plot. I'm tired. But what did you have a fun time at all? What was your highlights?
I had a really fun time. I feel like I would like to do this again. Maybe not Genshin coded. Maybe something else.
Yeah.
But the overall structure was like, I liked it. And I also really enjoyed like the dice.
Just a little like thing, yeah.
Because there was some, it looked like purple, like amethyst, like marble almost. It was very pretty.
Oh, I have a dice. Bless Coral, he gave me like this big fucking D20 to show you what it looks like. It has 20 sides. I'm sure if you unless you live under a rock, you know what a D20 looks like. You find 20. It's 18. You find it? Where is it? I'm blind. But anyways, there's like a little water bubble in there. Is this the 20? I think this sign means 20. Because there's only one and there's no other. Yeah. That's cool. Just rolling a dice feels good. Listen to that noise. Come on.
So.
Oh, fuck. Good noise.
So now I want my own set of like die.
I'll look at Daffodil's dice list. There's some really cool ones I showed you that you thought you'd enjoy.
Well, I saw some really cool ones that Coral had. It was like a demon eye.
But they're
corals,
also in
water. Yeah, but it looked really cool. That's what I'm saying.
We'll look into it. If you had any like complaints or like things that went really well, what would you say? I just can't roll for my life, and I hate everything behind RNG, and I want to fight, and I'm tired. That's a me thing. I'm over it now.
Things that went really well for me, I thought was, I don't know, I was pretty overall lucky.
Yeah, she was hitting anything above 10, which was great for her all the time.
Yeah, and also a little side thing. We were using this like 3D printed tower, which you could put some die at the top, and then it rolls down some like little 3D printed stairs.
Yeah.
And it comes out, and you roll it that way. And it's really cute, and I really enjoyed that process, even though that's like, I don't know, just a little detail in the whole game.
If there was anyone who is hesitant or like not really a gamer or is a gamer and is like, I kind of want to try, it sounds really complicated, and it is. To me at least. No, I'm sure you get the hang of it. What would you say to them? Find a good DM. Just hop in. Just try it at least once.
I say just try it at least once. I think that's the.
Hope you don't find a shit DM, shit story. Just really Just give it a chance. I think it has a beautiful like gameplay system. There's a reason why they've been selling and doing this so long as they do. They have TV shows and dice that's selling off the charts, and everyone's in love with like playing characters and building characters. I think it's worth trying.
I would always see it portrayed in the media as like, oh, these fucking weirdos and their dye and their like cosplays. But I don't know. I think as I get older, I realize I am one of those weirdos. So
Real recognizes real.
yeah.
If it was not like a Genshin coded, would you want to be traditional fantasy? Would you want it space? I don't know, it's weird, but they have like different like ways people make theme things to different stuff. You have like an interest, you like traditional like fantasy unga bunga. I'm a wizard, you're an archer. There's a forest, there's a land. What kind of D&D kind of fantasy would you want to be into?
Yeah, I guess I would like to get a little taste of the traditional.
Like Lord of the Rings adjacent, the traditional.
Yeah. Like we got your goblins, we got your skeletons with sword enemies. Yeah, that kind of stuff.
I think it's so crazy. I have to finish because I just said it's crazy. Some D&D campaigns, it's like an episode, like a series of a show. It's like some campaigns last longer than most relationships. I know campaigns is like, oh, this is our 37th meetup, either online or in person. It's like, yeah, we've been doing this for like months. I'm like, that's crazy. That is dead ass longer than most relationships. So people really get into this stuff. Like you get best of your character. It's a little escape. It's fun to make shit up, shoot shit, fight shit, talk to people.
Yeah.
And you know what? As much as a hater as I was, Hibiscus contest, I was so upset. I was pissed after the campaign because I just kept rolling 1. What do you want from me? How am I supposed to have fun if I can't do anything?
Yeah, I understand how that can be very frustrating.
And you know what? I know this is cap. It just sounds like I'm complaining, like I'm a loser on a card game. But next time I play, I'm going to record every single roll and have a graph. And if it's skewed low by a lot or lots of ones and it happens again, I have data.
I know.
I have data.
I know that this has nothing to do with it, but you also weren't using the little tower.
I did use the tower and got hella ones.
Bit.
I got hella ones in the tower.
Well,
I got 2 ones back to back, and Coral's girl was like, just roll it normally. That did happen. You can't deny that happened. Oh my gosh, we didn't. This is good. I would have forgotten if we didn't say this. For our health, while our health was so shit, our health stat, where we're fighting for our lives, is I think you roll 4 d20s. I don't know what the math is mathing, but as I said, 1 is the minimum roll. I saw Hibiscus right before this roll 2 1s and like a 11 and a 6. So it's not ideal, you know, it's some bad hit points, but we get back up.
Yeah.
I roll 3 1s, and then like a 8. So I'm out here with only 7 health in total. I'm like, what are you doing to me, man? I'm gonna cry. This is awful. This is truly something.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But I would be down to try that again with, I don't know, some soju, maybe like a pizza. I think that would be fun.
I thought was a great ambiance thing is we played it on our gamer room. We had a little TV with the music and the visuals of where we were. I think it's a really way to like get people into it. I think I'm anti-digital coded because I thought looking at my phone, yeah, I did all the math for me, I had everything out for me, but I like making a paper and drawing a guy is like getting into it. I think that's the way to do it. And then I've also enjoyed where a little whiteboard, a little map, and I like visual, having things in front of me, things to play with and fantasize. And with that, I think, unless there's anything else, that's the end of episode 4 of Just Talking with the Plant. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. I think that's it.
Did you have any plant you wanted in mind for next week?
Maybe I'll show this orchid I got recently.
You got orchids? You got it like that?
Yes, but I don't know. We'll see if she survives. She's not looking too good.
What the?
You know,
just rolling that's funny.
Because I've had orchids before and I've tried to keep them alive and I have failed. But I don't know. I guess this time I'm like, because all those other times I didn't follow like the instructions that came with the plant because I was like, fuck this. But then I was like, well, what if this time I do and everything turns out okay? So in the instructions it said wait for the orchid to fully bloom and then you can cut it and then you can repot it, should it need it. And she looks like she needs it because I'm not sure, but I think there's like mold, like white mold growing on it, or she's just rotting a little bit from places, but I don't know. I just want to follow the rules. I just want to keep her alive. So yeah, if you have any tips, let me know.
All right. Once again, thank you much. This has been Just Talking with the Plant. Have a good night.
Thank you guys.